Cars have seen a plethora of features come and go throughout the years. While some features become standard due to their utility and popularity, others fade away due to impracticality, safety concerns, or changing tastes. Here are 10 car innovations that didn't stand the test of time. Bench seats, once a staple in many older vehicles, especially those from the 1960s and earlier, offered a continuous seating arrangement in the front of the car. Unlike the individual bucket seats common today, bench seats spanned the entire width of the car's interior, allowing for a more communal seating experience. They often provided space for 3 passengers in the front, though the middle spot wasn't always the most comfortable. As automotive design progressed, bench seats were phased out in favour of bucket seats, due to the latter's superior comfort, safety features, and ergonomic design. Today, bench seats evoke a sense of nostalgia and are primarily found in classic and vintage cars. Vent windows, often referred to as wing windows, were small triangular windows situated at the front of a car's side windows. They were common features in many vehicles before the widespread adoption of air conditioning. These manually operated windows were designed to pivot, allowing drivers and passengers to easily direct a breeze into the vehicle for ventilation. However, as automotive air conditioning systems became more efficient and standard in cars, the need for vent windows diminished. Over time, they were phased out in favour of cleaner door lines and improved aerodynamics. Ashtrays and cigarette lighters were once standard features in many vehicles, reflecting the popularity of smoking during the 20th century. As public awareness of the health risks associated with smoking grew and smoking became less socially acceptable, these features began to fade in prominence. Moreover, many jurisdictions implemented laws prohibiting smoking in cars, especially when children are present, further decreasing the need for in-car ashtrays. While the built-in ashtrays have largely disappeared from modern vehicle designs, the cigarette lighter socket has been repurposed. Today, it primarily serves as a power source for charging electronic devices such as smartphones and GPS units through USB adapters. The idea of integrating record players into cars emerged during the 1950s and the 1960s, a time when vinyl records were the dominant medium for music. Luxury vehicles aiming to offer the ultimate in-car entertainment experience began featuring these built-in players. However, the concept proved to be less than practical. Bumpy roads and uneven terrains often caused the needle to skip, disrupting the listening experience. Over time, as other music technologies like cassette tapes and then CDs became popular, the in-car record player quickly became obsolete. Landau bars are decorative, non-functional features that were once popular additions to the exterior of automobiles, particularly luxury models. Their design was inspired by the Landau carriage, a horse-drawn carriage that featured a similar folding top mechanism. The bars, often made of chrome or another shiny metal, were typically placed on the rear sides of car roofs, giving the appearance of a convertible or carriage top, even if the car wasn't a convertible. Over the years, the aesthetic preferences of consumers shifted, and the ornate nature of Landau bars began to be seen as outdated and unnecessary. Today they are rarely found on modern vehicles, but they remain a nostalgic reminder of automotive design trends from the mid-20th century. The column-mounted shifter, commonly referred to as the column shifter or 3 on the tree, was a standard feature in many older vehicles, especially before the widespread adoption of center consoles. Mounted directly on the steering column, it allowed drivers to change gears without reaching down to the center of the car. This design was particularly popular in North America from the 1930s to the 1980s. Over time, as car interiors became more refined and ergonomic, the column shifter was largely replaced by floor shifters, which many found to be more intuitive and accessible. Today, while trucks and some utility vehicles might still offer this feature, it has become a rarity in most passenger cars. Luggage racks on trunks were a notable feature on many cars, particularly during the 1970s and 80s. Positioned on the back of a vehicle, they provided an external storage solution, allowing travelers to secure bags and other items outside the car. However, as car designs evolved and interior storage solutions improved, these external racks became less necessary. Moreover, there were concerns about the security of items left on external racks, as they were exposed to theft and weather elements. Over time, the aesthetic appeal of sleeker car designs without these racks also contributed to their decline in popularity. Before the widespread use of personal cell phones, car phones were a symbol of luxury and advanced technology in the 1980s and 90s. Installed directly into vehicles, these phones allowed drivers and passengers to make calls while on the move, a concept that was revolutionary at the time. However, with the rapid evolution and accessibility of mobile phones, built-in car phones quickly became obsolete. Modern vehicles have since shifted towards integrating Bluetooth technology, allowing drivers to connect their personal cell phones for hands-free communication. As a result, the once prestigious car phone is now a nostalgic relic of a bygone era in automotive tech. Hood ornaments, once a staple of automobile design, have seen a decline in popularity over the years. Originally introduced as decorative mascots, they became symbols of luxury and status, with brands using them to distinguish their vehicles. However, safety concerns arose, as these protruding embellishments could pose a risk to pedestrians in the event of a collision. As a result, many automakers have phased them out or opted for retractable designs. While they might be viewed as relics of the past, hood ornaments remain iconic, evoking nostalgia and representing a bygone era of automotive industry. Pop-up headlights, also known as retractable or flip-up headlights, were a distinctive and iconic feature found on many sports cars from the 1960s through the 1990s. Their unique design allowed the headlights to remain concealed within the car's hood or fenders when not in use and then rise or pop up when illuminated. This design not only added to the sleek and aerodynamic look of the vehicle, but also gave these cars a futuristic and sometimes even playful appearance. However, as automotive design progressed, concerns related to the aerodynamics, the complexity of the mechanical systems, and stricter pedestrian safety regulations led to the decline of this feature in modern vehicles. While they are no longer common in new car designs, pop-up headlights remain a nostalgic and beloved feature for many auto enthusiasts.